Hi out there, beautiful dreamers. Toko-pa here. I just wanted to take a moment today and talk to you a little bit about recurring dreams. So many people are occasionally in their lifetime struck with a period of time where they receive the same dream over and over again. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about why that happens, how we can begin to understand those dreams, and perhaps even choose new strategies which can allow us to change the dream pattern. So the first thing to understand about recurring dreams is most people think of them as being exactly the same from dream to dream. But the truth is that if you actually sit down and write down the dream in as much detail as you remember, you'll find that the details change. It might be the environment which changes, or there's a new appearance of a character, or some element of it is different. Now, those details are incredibly important because recurring dreams are a little bit like getting stuck in a loop. A reaction to something that's happening to you in waking life triggers the dream, and then your strategy for dealing with whatever that stress or threat is the same each time. So you sort of get stuck in a loop or a rut, a pattern of behavior. So by watching the details in your dream, you can actually start to notice, even if it's in small ways, what things are changing about this pattern. And the reason why that's important is because there may be the beginnings of a new strategy in those details which can help break you out of that pattern. So when you receive a dream like this, make sure to write it down in as much detail as possible. Now, a lot of images in our dreams and symbols tend to be symbolic, and for that reason, it's hard for people to understand why they're having the dreams that they're having. But feelings are never disguised in dreams. So if you can identify what are the subtle dimensions and qualities of your feeling tone in the dream, you can follow that feeling into great depth, actually, through your descriptions and amplifications of that feeling. And from that, you might be able to make a bridge back to something in waking life. So another really important thing to notice is when you're having that dream. So if you have it one morning, you can ask yourself, did something happen in the day previous or the days previous which might have triggered that quality of feeling, causing the dream to come up? And then what you can do is you can start to notice, what is your strategy for dealing with the threat in your dream? Usually there's some kind of threat or problem in a recurring dream. So once you notice your strategy, you can even ask yourself, what strategy would I prefer to use? And using an active imagination, begin to imagine a different way of encountering that problem. And see if you can do something different in waking life. When you encounter a similar trigger, maybe you can approach it or react to it in a different way. And then watch to see if the dream pattern changes, even in those subtle details. So I hope that was helpful, and of course we can go much more into depth with this if we had more time. But let me know in the comments here if there are any other questions that you have, and maybe I can even make a future video on a topic of your choice. Okay, lots of love.